Hi, Derek here from Go For Martial Art. Today we're going to talk about how to throw a proper chain punch and how and when to use a Bong Sao. And to start first, we're going to talk about how to throw a proper chain punch. So what we see commonly is now is that we're just using a lock-in chain punch with just the hand, right? With no rotation. So rotation, we always have to use or hit, and use or hit. So if you're just going to use just the arms on the side field, and I can go very fast. But the reality is there's not much force generated. So a hand typically is 0.8 pounds. Even if you times 10 kilometers, it's only 8 pounds of force. I'm currently 185. So even times 2 kilometers, it's 370 pounds. So to demonstrate this, I'll bring my student Tony here. So Tony is going to hold the focus pathway. So I'm going to use the typical chain punch of just locking elbow. And now I'm going to use the chain punch with the rotation of the body. How do you feel? Lead up. So I'm going to show it again, right? So the typical chain punch with the lock-in elbow. And the chain punch with the body rotation. Okay? So you can tell in the video that with body rotation is a lot more powerful than just the typical chain punch with lock-in elbow. So also to demonstrate why we shouldn't do the lock-in elbow, say Tony, I throw a lock-in elbow to Tony, right? It's very easy, it's very fun. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So ready, Tony? Yeah. See? Even before I'm able to engage him with the chain punch, with the lock-in elbow, I get swiped away. So with the proper body rotation, we have a backup. So backup meaning if I come in because I am able to use my body to move away his hand. So to show the difference between a lock-in elbow chain punch with the full body rotation, I'm going to use the punching bag now. So this punching bag is 125 pounds. So first I'm going to use the lock-in elbow. So pay good attention with the bag in the movement. Alright, ready? This is the lock-in elbow chain punch. Now I'm going to use full body rotation. So you can tell there's two differences between the power and force with the lock-in elbow and with the full body rotation. So we're going to talk about now is Bong Sao. So Bong Sao, you see in this movement, or in English we call it ring hand. But a lot of people, you see it, Bong Sao intercepts the fist, and then you go for the neck chop. But you have to remember, Bong Sao has a nickname in Cantonese, it's called Bai Sai Sao, means losing hand. To demonstrate the Bong Sao, I'm going to use my skill again, Tony. So Tony, so I'm going to use the misinformed way of using it, where, for example, Bong Sao, and now I'm going to do for the neck chop, right? So now we're going to do it realistically, right? So again, and you can see there's no time for me to Bong Sao and do a Fa Sao on the neck. Even if I shift angle, right? Yeah, I'll try to shift my angle, right? There's no time for you to use Bong Sao and Lap Sao. There's no time because you're premeditating the person's movement. And Tony is just being nice enough not to hit my head. And he's actually not going fast. So if you do it faster, so one time doing it fast, right? So that's him being fast. So there's no way for me to do a Bong Sao and Lap Sao. There's two movement. This Bong Sao is two movement in order to do it up. Like I said again, Bong Sao is called Bai Sai Sao. Bai Sai Sao means the losing hand. So the only time you can use it is if Tony grabs my hand and yanks me toward him, right? So if I don't use my Bong Sao, I lose structure. Okay? If Tony grabs again and I use the Bong Sao, I have myself covered. I may not, I lost my hand, but I didn't lose my structure.
But Derek, what happens if I grab your hand like a wrestler and pull you down?
Well, if you're going to grab it as a wrestler, I'm going to still use Bong Sao. It's called low ball, Dai ball, right? So I'm still not losing my structure.
What about the other? What about a double arm drag?
The double arm drag is still the same. Okay. Still the same, but you have to emphasize. In reality, there's no technique against technique. You have to emphasize. There's accordingly to your reaction. Right? So it all depends what you want to do.
Okay.
So here, so this one I have to use pass out, but that will be a different video for you. So now I'm going to show you guys my way of using Bong Sao. So like I said, even though we're not supposed to use Bong Sao because it's called Bai Sai Sao nickname, right? Losing hand. But you can always improvise, so there's not always a right or wrong answer of using it. So for me personally, I improvise Bong Sao sometimes when I feel like I'm falling or I know the person's a bit faster than I am. So in boxing, we also have similar movement. In boxing, they call it the free shell, or shoulder roll. So now I'm going to use Tony again. So I'm going to show how I improvise Bong Sao into engage to someone. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Got it. So you can see, I use it to close the gap or to cover myself, right? Cover myself with the Bong Sao ball. Then, when I see an opening, I rush in. So that's my way of using Bong Sao. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We will see you guys next time. So the key is, try not to raise your shoulder, right? So typical people, no matter what martial arts style you are, Muay Thai, boxing, Wing Chun, karate, you don't want to have your shoulder up, right? When you keep the shoulder up, yeah, there's power, right? But you have to lower your shoulder, watch. So not even the chain punch, any punch. So I lower my shoulder, you see like, jeez, yeah. Because my shoulder is synchronized with my body.
Yeah.
If I use my shoulder up means separate. My shoulder is up away from my body. Even if I do the torque, right? Yeah. There's still power. It's not that there's no power. But if I lower my shoulder, right? You feel the difference? Yeah. It's synchronization. Right? Synchronization with the body. You're having your shoulder up, you're separate. There's no, you can hurt the person, but you're not able to land the knockout blow.
You know, you're right, because when I keep my shoulders up, my shoulders build up this lactic acid inside of them. And I go through the phase where I have to clean the lactic acid out before I keep going. And when I box from here and I'm loose, the blood's flowing, the lactic acid doesn't build up.
Yeah. The key is synchronize, lowering your shoulder, lowering your elbow. And that's cool to generate body synchronization, no matter what style you do.